And then, like, because you're so desperate to play as well, like I missed out on so much. At that time, it was the UEFA Youth League, because obviously Leicester qualified for the Champions League, and I missed out on things like that. But yeah, like obviously then I ended up coming over to Iceland, which you helped me with, which probably the best decision I've ever made.
You've got 50 professional appearances now. You're 20 years of age.
Yeah.
Okay. Great, thank you, and I hope everybody is well, keeping safe. Nick McCreary from Jobs4football, and today I'm joined with my partner Darren Mealy, my partner within Jobs4football, and Kian Williams. So Kian's a client we've worked with for around 2-3 years now, and what we're doing today is we're looking to track his journey really, from being at a Category 1 club with Leicester, moving abroad. How did that feel? What was the culture like? What was the different types of styles in terms of playing, the teammates, the weather, and we're just looking to encapsulate everything and have a good chat with him and see where we go from there. Okay, so Kian, obviously we met for 2.5 years ago now.
Yeah, when I was at Magni, to be fair,
Yeah. So obviously before that, Kian was at Leicester. Just give me a little background to how your journey was at Leicester, Kian.
So I signed with Leicester when I was about 9 years old, and I was there till 2019, and I think it was going really well. Obviously, I got my scholarship at 16, and then you're in that scholarship process from under 16 to under 18, and during my first few weeks during pre-season I was doing really well. Played a few games in Scotland against Celtic and stuff, did well in them, and then we had a game. It was away against I forgot who it was now, but I was feeling like a little pain in my knee and stuff before the game, and I ended up not playing. And obviously, I didn't think it was anything serious. And the coaches, I went to the physio, coach said, yeah, it's a bone bruise, things like this. So obviously, I was thinking, oh, okay, decent. About 4 to 6 weeks, they said. And yeah, after then, they got me running, things like this, and it was still hurting. So they said, we'll go for a scan, see if it's anything else. Had a scan, they said nothing's wrong with me. So okay, started building up running again on this thing called the Alter G. Like you change, I don't know if you've heard of it. You change the gravity, so like certain percent of your body weight, and then once I got to 100%, I'd be on the grass, and then I'd get the pain again. So obviously, I'm telling them that I'm getting this pain in my knee, and they're saying, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. So I was sent to like the psychologist and stuff, really? kind of saying I was imagining the pain. So obviously at this point, I'm so confused. I'll go out running with like my dog and stuff, trying to like not imagine the pain and start running, and it's still hurting and stuff like this. Anyways, eventually they said, okay, like, because I don't know whether they thought I didn't want to train or something like this, but eventually they said, okay, we'll go inside and have a look, actually have an operation and go and look inside. And I was like, okay, because I feel like it was more of a threat, that, to be honest. But anyways, they've looked inside, and I actually had like a small meniscus tear, which was obviously like missed on the scan and stuff. So that should have been like a 1 month thing, but ended up dragging on for like almost a season, and I got like little injuries and stuff after then. And
that must have been difficult, Kian, mentally to get around that, when you can feel the pain, but you've got experts with machines and the fantastic facilities that Leicester have that didn't actually pick that up.
Yeah, like honestly, I felt like I was going a bit mad, to be honest. And then like, because you're so desperate to play as well, like I missed out on so much. At that time, it was the UEFA Youth League, because obviously Leicester had qualified for the Champions League, and I missed out on things like that, which would have been a like big opportunity for me. But but yeah, and then obviously after Leicester, I was kind of like, it's one of them. Hold on, I'll go into straight after Leicester. So I was sent on loan to like towards the end of my contract, because I know I was going to be getting a new one. I was sent on loan to like non-league. I was at Barwell for a bit, and then I went to Stratford Town, where I liked it there a bit more, and they were a better team. I was doing well there and stuff, but it's not the same as training like day in, day out. You're not in that professional environment.
I think from my side, Kian, obviously there's a big debate at the minute regarding 23s football. Is it beneficial? I always say to players, listen, if you can get out and get men's football, 100% do it. You know, I think it's important to be 23s football, as you know. The left back gets it, the right back get it. Don't get closed down. They have loads of time on the ball. They can pop it into midfield, get it back. There's no pressure. The ball never goes in the air. There's never any tackles. So when you replicate that, bring a player who's got released from a Cat 1 club, who's had lovely facilities, lovely grass, lovely changing rooms, never been tackled, and you put that into an environment like, for example, up here, like a Gateshead or a Hartlepool, players can't deal with it.
Yeah, as well, just even like, so like when I was playing non-league, it was a lot of obviously the pitches aren't as good obviously than when I was at Leicester. So it was a lot of, because I'm quick, it was like there would be a big strike and I'd be the one kind of running in behind. You try to flick it on, and it was like a lot of, like 80% of the time it didn't even work. So it can get a bit frustrating, to be fair. But yeah, like obviously then I ended up coming over to Iceland, which you helped me with, which probably the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah. Just going back to the non-league stuff, how did you find the level of the people you were playing against?
It was like I felt like I was so much better than obviously all the players and stuff. Like I was a lot sharper, quicker, fitter. Because a lot of them obviously aren't as serious about football and making a career and stuff. Like they just kind of do it as a hobby, like get a bit of money, stuff like this. But like you can get some really good players in non-league as well. Like there was a few where I thought, yeah, he's really good. But it's different kind of football as well. It is different. So a player like me wouldn't suit non-league. Some players will suit it.
Do you think it improved you at all?
Yeah, I think it did. Obviously, mentally, it improves me. Obviously, you're around different types of people. Obviously, you learn to use your body a bit more. You learn obviously the gritty side of the game, and things like this. And then also, I think in a way, it makes me more grateful for being in an environment again where I'm playing full time.
Yeah,
definitely.
So
definitely.
So from there, you moved on to Iceland. How did that come about?
Obviously, I was playing for Stratford at the time, and I was speaking to Nick for a bit, and then he contacted me saying there's a team in Iceland that are interested in getting me over, and it all happened like so quick. To be fair, it took about, so Nick sent me the message, and then it was literally about 3 days, and then I was in Iceland.
I call it the 5-second rule. It's a rule that I've got with players where if you bring an opportunity to them and they think more than 5 seconds about it, they're not interested. You know, if you're in the position that Kian's in, where you've been released from a football club, you've had that experience of non-league, you should want, it doesn't matter whether it's Iceland, Finland, Zimbabwe, you should want to play football. You know?
Definitely.
So Kian was fantastic example. As soon as I said it, it didn't even cross his mind that it was Iceland, didn't even cross his mind, just said, when can I go? What's the trial set up? How can I get there? You know, and that's the sort of feedback that I wanted from Kian. And to be fair, like he says, it's been a fantastic pathway and journey for him so far.
Is it somewhere you'd looked at going before? or were you having ideas about going abroad?
I've never looked to go in, because all you hear about is England. Like, for example, when I got released, I was just thinking about getting trials at like Championship, League One, League Two clubs, stuff like this, and you'd have like other agents saying, "Oh yeah, we'll be able to get you trials here, there," and then they just never happen. Like, so you end up getting stuck in non-league and stuff. So yeah, like I said, obviously Nick said, as soon as the opportunity came, I just went for it, to be honest.
I think, Kian, what's also important at that stage as well, players tend to be in a bubble. Would you agree? You've been in a Cat 1 club at 18. You've had fantastic facilities. You've had a fantastic time there. And they come out of it, and like you said, exactly what you said. You thought you should get a team in the Championship. You thought you should get a team in League One. You know? And there's this bubble and this aura around players when they get released. Unfortunately, I'm the type of person who doesn't burst the bubble, but I'm real. I'm realistic.
Yeah, it's true.
What is possible, you know? And it's best to get game time. It doesn't matter where it is. Just go and get game time, you know? 18, 19. How many professional games have you got now, Kian?
I've had quite a lot, to be fair. Probably like 40 or something now.
Must be nearly 50.
Yeah.
So you've got 50 professional appearances now, and you're 20 years of age.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we wanted when you went there. And as I say, fair play to you. You've grabbed the bull by the horns, and you've been fantastic. You know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think as well, like, there was a lot of my friends, obviously, who had been released from Leicester as well. Like, as soon as they've came out, again, like, I'll mention coming over to Iceland and stuff to them, and they're just in that, like, they say, "Oh yeah, my agent's got me trials here, so I'm waiting on that." And then now, like, I've saw like a few of them, they're just playing non-league and stuff. So it's similar to me, but it's one of them. I understand it. It's almost arrogant. You feel like you're too good to play somewhere, but until you like hit like almost like rock bottom, where like you've got no options, and the longer you wait, the worse it is as well, because a club isn't going to take a player who's been not played in however many months after being released or whatever. So yeah, it's best to like just do it as soon as you come out of that environment, to be honest.
No, you're right. The number of people we talk to who say, "Oh well, I'll move to Iceland, but I want to play for a club in the top division in the Champions League," and they've never played a league game in their life.
Yeah, I know.
But I think because they've been at ex-club.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, like, before I came here, I thought it would be like just so easy. Do you know what I mean? But the stand is actually top. And these clubs in the top division, because obviously now we're in the top division. There's some really, really good players, and they're getting moved to like your top leagues in Scandinavia, Sweden, Denmark. I saw some go to Serie B, which is one below Serie A, which Ronaldo and people are playing in. So you can get really good moves if you're, especially if you're young and you're doing well in the top division, and even sometimes in the second.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's a superb pathway. I really do, and this is why. I looked into it around 9, nearly 10 years ago now, because as you know, if we get onto it, the culture is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
Facilities are fantastic.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 clubs have indoor and outdoor facilities. In terms of how they look after the players, they've never ever had one bit of bother with any club. They've all been fantastic in terms of the way they treat players. So as an environment for a player to develop, it's absolutely superb, and I could not speak more highly about Iceland. I really, really couldn't.
Yeah, to be fair, like I've enjoyed my time here. Like I've never had a complaint about it. Even at Magni, like obviously they're not as big as a club as like obviously here now at Keflavík, but the way that they treat you, like obviously as a foreigner, because you're all alone and stuff, it's so good. Like if I ever needed anything, there was a guy called Geesley, and literally I'll just send him a message like, "I need tape for today." He'll come and drop me off tape, or something's happened to my car. He'll come and sort it. So yeah.
Like I say, so when you left, obviously Leicester, we got the opportunity at Magni, and You probably didn't know much about Magni until you arrived. And like you say, it's not the biggest club at all in Iceland. But what we said was you get game time. I think you arrived halfway through the season, didn't you? If I'm right.
Yeah, it was literally towards the end. When I went, they were literally like bottom of the league, like struggling. And I think me and Lewis was playing a lot of, like, obviously towards the end. We when we came, we were playing a lot of games and helped keep them up. So that was really fun, because especially because I think that they would have been down and stuff at the time when they were losing and everything. And like we've helped Kate come, and yeah, it was just enjoyable because we actually were winning games and stuff.
Yeah. And that was your introduction to Icelandic football. Obviously, culture and the playing style as well. So you had a fantastic half season there. How many assists and goals at Magni was it?
So we had a transition where there was different managers. So we didn't, me and Lewis, we didn't start in 2 of the games, but we came on at the end. But then in 6 starts was 2 goals, 2 assists, and I got like 2 team of the weeks as well.
Yeah. And I think that kind of paved the pathway for the next move. And like I always say to players, I call it a ladder. And Kian will hear me talking about ladders all the time. As long as you're moving slowly up that ladder, that's the only thing that matters. And Magni was a fantastic starting point. It was a really good starting point. And now, obviously, Keflavík, it's a really, really decent club, Kian, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, so at Magni, it was more, obviously, because they were lower down in the league, it was a lot more running. But obviously, it helped me because you get, like, I felt like I wasn't fit enough probably at the start, but obviously I felt like I had the quality. So it was good to go there, get my fitness up. Obviously, end up getting some goals and assists, and then that got me set. Obviously, I know the standard and everything, and it got me set to then move to Keflavík, a better club where I'm on the ball more. And I'm actually fit, so I can do all the running off the ball and stuff as well.
Yeah. And what did you think of the standard when you first went over there?
I was surprised. I was so surprised. I thought it'd be really easy. But there's some really good players. Honestly, like, there's some really good players, and especially like you come from Leicester and you think, oh yeah, like you just don't expect it. But yeah, like I say, there's some really good players, and I had some tough opposition that I played against.
And what's it like with the lads? I think over in England is well renowned for it all being a bit of a lads game and banter and everything. Is it the same over there?
Yeah, like, obviously there's a bit of banter and stuff, and but everyone's like so welcoming and everything as well. Like I feel in England, especially at youth level, it's a lot more toxic because everyone's fighting for that contract and stuff.
Yeah.
But here, like everyone just, like I say, everyone's just welcoming and good people. So that's obviously helped as well. Like me settling in and things like this.
So obviously the last season, Kian, was a fantastic one, both from a team point of view and personally. Just give the subscribers a little background to how the season went at Keflavík. Yeah,
like I loved it. We have 2 really good coaches, obviously Siggy and Aston, and we play like a really attacking type of football, which obviously suits me. I started off as a winger, and then I went up front, and I was up front with a striker called Joey Gibbs, who's Australian. He was playing the A-League and stuff as well. He's came over, and off the pitch, me, him, and Spanish guy as well called Nacho. Like I say as well, he was playing his youth days for Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and Villarreal with the under-23s, and I think he made a Copa del Rey appearance and stuff as well. So off the pitch, with them, we've got like a really good bond. We'll go for like coffees and stuff, speak about football all the time. So that obviously like helped me because I feel like at Magni I didn't have that as much. but yeah, and then on the pitch, I think that just helps us even more to gel, good team spirit and everything. And yeah, I enjoyed last season so much. Got so many good memories. And yeah, we're just hoping to take it into this season, really, in the top division.
I watched quite a few of the games, Kian, and like I say, some of the football that you played, like I say, the head coach is a fantastic guy on the pitch and off the pitch. I think he's destined for a career higher within coaching, and I think he was just quite open in terms of the style. Would you say, Kian? Did he just let you kind of play, or was he quite structured? Yeah,
no, like we do a lot. We do a lot of like how we want to play attacking, how we want to play defensive. What like he will speak. Like I have a really good relationship with him. I'll speak to him what he wants from me individually. So like for example, the most recent conversation, like we were just speaking about like what kind of runs I should start trying to look to do as a striker, because I'm quite quick. So like I can use my pace and stuff to get in behind, holding up the ball. Just things like this just to help me. And again, it's a really good club as well. Like I even speak, like he's really open guy. I speak to him about obviously if I want to get to the next level, things like this. Because he was working at Leicester and stuff, so I asked him questions like what was the standard like there? What's the difference? And yeah, it's just honestly, that's such a good coach.
Facilities-wise, Kian, what's it like in terms of the facilities that you've got now in comparison, obviously, to UK? But
yeah, so obviously at Leicester, it's top facilities.
Even better now, by the way.
Yeah, at Magny probably wasn't like it was really good. Like you got the pitch, which there was a guy who was always working on it all the time, so we'd train there in the summer, and then obviously in the winter you've got the indoor, and again that's just a small club in Iceland, so it's always a good surface as well, to be fair. And then at Keflavík here, we've got the indoor field, which again it's really good, training there in the winter and obviously through pre-season. They're building an outdoor AstroTurf as well next to that, and then behind that we've got like training pitches. But in the summer we tend to train at the ground, because like the pitch is really good there, and it just helps with the tempo of training. So yeah, the facilities are so good. Again, another reason why I wanted to come to Keflavík, to be honest. The facilities, everything about the club, it just appealed to me.
Good. Downtime, Kian, obviously, as we know, footballers have a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
I know you're an expert on Call of Duty, but apart from obviously that side of things, what are the things you get up to over there?
Like I say, so I'm close with Joey and Nacho, so we'd always go for like a little coffee. There's like swimming pool, like with a hot tub, cold bath, sauna, stuff like that. So we always go there and chill. Like I say, we'll chill around mine, play video games, and yes, like as well in Iceland, there's so many things you can do, like sites you can go and see, like waterfalls. Obviously, I went in the hot springs of the Blue Lagoon, which is only 15 minutes away from me, and we get to go in there for free and stuff as well, which is decent. Reykjavik's only 30 minutes away, where there's loads of nice little cafes, stuff like this. Yeah, there's a lot to do, to be honest. And I think for me, Keflavík's probably the perfect like place, because you've got everything not too far. So yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of this season, Kian, obviously a important season ahead for you, carrying up that ladder, as we spoke about. In pre-season now, what's kind of the day-to-day or the kind of week-to-week schedule that you have at this moment in time?
To be fair, at the minute it's been really intense. Like I think tomorrow is the first day off I'm going to have in a while, to be honest. So we class it as a day off. The days off are usually Sunday and Thursdays, but you're still doing gym and stuff. So it's Monday training, Tuesday training, Wednesday training, Thursday gym, Friday training, Saturday game, and then Sunday's like an optional gym, but I always tend to do that. And yeah, you've just got to, like, I feel like I learned from, because I got like a little injury towards the end of last season, I learned from that. I've just been doing like more stretching. I've gone vegan, stuff like that to help with recovery. Like literally after every session, I'll obviously come home, eat, shower, and then after my muscles are warm and stuff from the shower, I do like literally about an hour of stretching, stuff like that. So that helps. I've been feeling a lot better from that. But yeah, that's kind of my week at the minute. Like I don't really have a lot of downtime apart from in the evenings when I play my Call of Duty, like you say.
And has this pre-season been more intense than last pre-season following the promotion?
Yeah, I think the reason why it is because I didn't really experience pre-season as much last season because of obviously COVID and everything.
Okay, yeah.
It was kind of we literally had about a week, and then we were straight into games. We played against Valor pre-season, KR Reykjavik, and teams like that, and then we were just almost straight into the season.
And you've said the dreaded word there, COVID, Kian. How has it affected you in any way in terms of when you travelled across whilst you're in Iceland? Have they got it under control? Is it like a normal day over there, or?
Yeah, in Iceland it's really good at the minute. I think last time I checked there was literally about 10 cases or something like that. So but they're always like extra careful over here as well. Like even though there's not many cases, everyone's still wearing masks and stuff in shops. Things like this, but I'm just hoping that supporters and stuff will obviously be back for when the season starts. But yeah, when I travelled, I just had to show so when you come over to Iceland, you get an ID number. It's called Kennitala. So I just had to show I've got my Icelandic ID number. I had to show I've got like a card and stuff there, credit card. But I think if you're coming over as a new player, the club just speaks to immigration and stuff and shows that you've signed a contract with the club and you're going to be almost working here. You get a work permit or whatever, and yeah, I think that's how it works now. Obviously, last season with COVID, there was a few stops, which was a bit frustrating. But yeah, obviously at the end of the day, we ended up winning the league and stuff. So that's all that matters to me.
And next season, obviously a big season for you and the club. What are your realistic expectations? It's one of them. We're not really. It's one of them because the club has high expectations, and I think we want to overachieve. And we're not going to go into it trying to sit back and defend and things like this. We're just going to play our football and try to win games, to be honest. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. Individually, obviously, I want to get goals and assists. I don't like to say a number, but
we'll keep the numbers to ourselves, Kian, I think.
Yeah, I've done all right so far. I've played 2 pre-season games. I've got I've assisted all of the goals so far. So we scored 3 goals, assisted the 3 goals, all of them. So I'll just see how the season goes.
Brilliant, mate. Anything else, Darren, that we need to add in?
No, I think that's it. Thanks a lot for that, Kian. I think that's really good for people to know what it's like to play in a different country, especially like Iceland, that not many people know much information about. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more of these coming up. See you soon.
Thanks, everybody. Cheers, Kian.
All right, thank you.